2, designing your UTM map. This is something that I coined to help me to design this right here. Like what is important to me? What variables do I feel are important to me to get me towards my goal? Sure, experience plays a part here, knowing the elements that have the highest probability of getting the result that I want. But as I said, I'm a visual-based individual. I need to look at something and be able to think about it rather than trying to keep all the pieces of data in my head or looking at numbers and charts. By breaking down my projects into simple flows, I can begin to know where everything is very efficiently and how everything's connected. Here's an example of that. So this UTM map here is my blog. It's a very, very simple UTM map, but it showcases all of my traffic sources over here. It showcases all of the mediums. Let me just zoom in because you probably can't see this. My traffic sources, each traffic source which is connected to the identified medium. So Facebook is either a cost per click or it's social, such as a post on my Facebook page, or cost per click as in the form of a paid campaign. And then for instance, internal, that's email. So people who have subscribed to my email list, I send them an email about my blog article and they click it through that as the source of traffic, of origin traffic, instead of people who have come through my Facebook page call to action and then reading the same article. I can compare the two traffic sources and efficiently measure my business from a visual perspective and begin to categorize, okay, here are my traffic sources. Here's where they can click, here's what they can actually do. For instance, my blog. My blog has multiple mediums of call to actions. It has in-body call to actions, it has post content, it has a sidebar. I can see efficiently how well a sidebar is doing in relation to my in-body call to action. I can see how well my top bar is doing in relation to my post content call to action, just by being able to filter and categorize both of those mediums efficiently like this. And it goes further. So let's go through a flow here. So Facebook, social. So I've made a post on my Facebook profile. I'll then define the campaign as, say, a page post about coffee. Coffee is a term I use to describe my $7 call profit shares. So I've made a post on my Facebook page about, let's say I'm running $7 coffee calls. If you click that, you're then going to be clicking it via a particular post name, a particular post type, and then the unique post ID that is connected to every single piece of content you post on Facebook. I can then organize via just that medium all Facebook in comparison to, say, email as a function of optimization or comparison of how to interpret and analyze a question of what traffic source is getting me the most engagement, Facebook or, say, a blog. I can compare the two just there. I can then go one step further and click Facebook and compare my cost per click campaign or my social campaigns. I can go through and then click on, say, my social campaigns and then compare, okay, in my campaign of Facebook social, where is the majority of my engagement coming from? Is it coming from my stories, my page posts, my profile header, or, say, my profile about section? Going one step further and clicking at coffee page posts, I can then compare which posts about my coffee call on my page is performing the most efficiently. Which one deserves potentially being boosted? Which one should I engage more with comments? Which angle of that Facebook post is getting me more engagement? Is because it's an image in relation to these other ones as a video? Is it because of the format ratio is it because it's 16:9 rather than 1:1? Could that be it? Because I've designed my data to be organized as such, I can very so efficiently compare and analyze to make informed decisions that move me incrementally towards my business goals at this point. Let's do another one. Let's say people who have come through my blog that have clicked my sidebar ad, and my sidebar ad is going to be within a category in my blog. So I have multiple categories. I have 4 or 5 listed here. I have categories talking about prospecting. I have content talking about email marketing, sales, or beginner's first one, your first 1K, for instance. I can compare which category and theme is the most efficient in relation to the engagement that's getting on my book sales, for instance, or my micro product sales, for instance. And then I can begin doubling down on what content is most popular. And then that will basically inform my decision of what should I write about today? What should I make a video about today? You with me? So this is what I would call a UTM map. Very, very simple, very, very simply designed. And it's essentially the business that you're looking at right now as this blog article. This whole blog, all traffic sources, how I've designed my blog to work with a UTM map like this, and how both influence each other. How to design my blog, how to design my tracking. They're working harmoniously together to help inform and indicate to me where my effort should be, where my time should be, and what's making me ultimately the most money or moving me closest towards my goals that I've defined at the beginning. Simple goals. Easy peasy. So that's what I'm talking about when I talk about UTM maps. Here's me basically writing about everything I just verbally explained to you just here. It's a visual based tool to help you design your business. Take this as fucking golden opportunity on how to actually build a real working business here.